What's up guys, and welcome back to our YouTube channel once again. So this is going to be a pretty important video in our go-kart journey. So in this video I'm going to be installing the engine onto the go-kart. I've already built the engine mount. It's all made out of wood, so I'm going to have to figure out a way to mount the engine, connect the clutch, and put this 40 chain on it. This is a 10-tooth clutch I ordered a couple days ago from Amazon. It's pretty nice, it's really clean, and it spins really well. This is our 40 chain. There's 10 feet of it. I'm going to have to cut it appropriately with our angle grinder. It comes with the master links, and install this to our sprocket. So after that, we're going to be basically done. So without wasting time, let's get started. This is my go-kart so far, if you guys don't know. Already have the brakes on. Sorry, this place is a mess. And this is where the engine is going to be placed. I've put this piece of wood in the middle to separate the two parts of the engine. So I'm gonna have to drill some holes like this and like here, so we can slide the engine back and forth according to our chain tension. So let me start drilling out these holes, and I'll also show you guys. So for now, I drilled this one properly right here, and then I'm drilling this one so then I can see if this side is fine, and then based on that decision I'll drill the same thing on this side. Alright guys, I'm pretty sure my engine mount is done. I haven't really tested it yet, but I tested it with these two holes on the left and it worked, lined up perfectly with the chain and everything. But now I'm gonna have to test it out with full. Alright guys, so now I have the engine bolted down to the frame. I'll show you guys all the bolts from underneath. I'm gonna try to show you. You can see it's double bolted. I think that's better. You can see that there's 4 bolts. The engine is mounted straight. I'm going to turn this on and let it idle for a bit so we can see if everything vibrates or any of the nuts come loose. So let's go check on that. If you guys haven't seen the engine unboxing video, go check it out. It's on the playlist where I have the entire go-kart series, so you can check that out. You turn the on switch, the gas is already on. You can take the choke off, start it, and then turn the choke on. It's on. So far, everything looks good. That looks good. Alright guys, that's pretty much good. That bolt that was coming out, it's not coming out anymore. I fixed the problem. Just had to open the door because our fire alarm went off, because I took the engine to full throttle. It went extremely fast and there's a lot of noise, but then the bolt still didn't come off, which is a good thing. So now I'm going to go ahead, put this chain on, mark it. But before that I need to put these brakes together. I took the brake line off because I had trouble bolting the screws. But now I'm going to put the brakes on. I'll catch you there. Alright guys, so the engine is on. I was trying to play around with the chain to figure out how much I would need to move the engine forward, even if I had to move it forward. But over here, as you can see, it's kind of hard to film because this chain's quite heavy. Film with one hand and also show you guys. But if you guys can see this piece right here, that's fine. But the other link to it is about here. I'm gonna have to put this and this piece as close as I could, see, as close as I can, and then have to mark this piece over here. When I mark it with my marker or whatever, that's where I'm gonna have to cut with my angle grinder, and that's where the new link will be formed. Once I get to that step, I'll show you guys how to install a master link, so you guys can do it too if you guys are gonna make something like this. It's quite fun, but it's a ton of work and you're gonna have to be committed. Do you see that circle there? That's where the new link will be formed. So I'm going to have to mark this piece right here. and cut it, and I'm going to form a master link. See, right now the chain isn't fully tight. I can move it around. See that the chain is kind of flexy? I'm going to have to get rid of that by moving the engine forward. And to do that, I'll have to loosen all these bolts once again. These bolts took me the longest time to tie on because they're in such places and it's really hard to get down with a wrench there. Alright guys, so I got the angle grinder. I've got my chain laid out on the ground. Already got it marked. That's the mark right here. It's kind of hard to see. I'm going to cut it and put it on the go-kart and I'll show you guys. So I got my chain cut out. It's right here. The rest of it I put it to the side. I'm going to have to clean this, lubricate it a bit, and then install it on the engine, the clutch, and then put the master link. Here is the master link. It's slightly different than the rest of the chain, and I'm going to install it and I'll show you guys how to install this when I get to the step. I'm going to try my best. This goes on the clutch, and this piece is right here. So now I can put the master link on and then slide the engine forward, get a good chain tension, and we're all good to go. So once you get your master link, go ahead and take this clip off right here. Just get some pliers and take it off. Already taken most of this one off. So you have your master link in 3 pieces. Now I'll show you guys what to do. You can leave this for a sec. Once you have your chain on, find the piece that needs to be connected. Go ahead and put this piece through. And just like that, it's on. It's right here if you guys could see. This one. Now, for support, add this piece. And once this is connected, right here, go ahead and install that clip, the master clip. Alright guys, I got the chain on. It took a bit of trying and hitting it with a hammer and using this flathead screwdriver, but the master link is on. Now I'm going to tension the chain by pushing the engine forward, tightening the screws and giving you guys a run. Alright guys, so now I'm going to give you guys a quick test run. The wheels of course are not welded to the axle, so it's not going to go anywhere, but you'll guys see the chain and the sprocket spinning. So let's go ahead and turn this thing on. Move the choke to off, fuel's already on. Turn the key, pull this lever and it's going to start. It's kind of hard to start it with one hand. Alright guys, as you guys saw that this clutch is going to come off, so I have to push it back. Oh my god, it came. Yeah. Push it back. That's why I need the bolt there. The chain I think is fine. It does wobble a bit, but we're only going to find out once we test drive this. Other than that, everything is ready. The throttle is there. The brakes are fine. And yeah, that's about it for this week's video. If you guys enjoyed it, give it a big thumbs up. Hopefully in the next part, we're going to be testing this out, driving it. But for now, I need to get the wheels welded on and get that clutch fixed. Also in the future, before we fully test ride it, I'm gonna install a kill switch, which is basically going to be taking some of these wires and extending them to the front. So if you guys enjoyed this video, give it a big thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe.